All right, I just got word that we are ready to play some Sonic 06. Kind of excited for this. All right, Reverie, take it away.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Sonic 06. This is as broken of a game as you might expect, as you'll be seeing in a minute, but today we're going to be blazing through Silver's story, and he uses some pretty unorthodox methods to get around, so it'll be interesting to see what I can show off. Joining me is Labris.
Hello. I too run this category, and it is a blast of a run, and and it is a very, very far departure from the casual route that you might see people do on like a playthrough or whatnot.
Yeah, let's just get right into it.
Okay.
All right, 3, 2, 1, let's go.
So to start off, we are in the future in Crisis City, and Silver is normally pretty slow. His run speed ain't great. You can lift things, that's pretty cool. But Silver has two types of lifting. He can either lift things that he's on, or lift things that he is not on. But when you start grabbing...
Blaze, you asshole.
No, that was the invisible wall. So the thing with the rock is the first kind of lifting. The thing with the ball is usually done with objects at a distance, but when you start lifting...
When you start lifting on top of an object, basically what's happening here is the object is trying to get away from me, because I'm grabbing it as if I was from afar, but I'm on top of it, so you just keep moving forward.
That's about 2.5 minutes of casual gameplay.
Yeah, it's a bit of an outdated trick, but it's cool, so I figured I'd show it off.
And normally we would play as Blaze here and fall down that hole, but he's slow. This is one of the newer advances in Silver's story that has basically broken open the category, and it's called telethrow. What I was going to do is orient that rock a little bit so that they're standing uphill, and chuck it as they're lifting it, and walk a little bit forward every time so that they stick to the rock, and instead of flying off the rock and the rock going off into the distance, they adhere to it. Really cool. And we're doing one last telethrow over here.
Yeah, this trick is super versatile and basically broke the entire category open when it was found.
Thank you, Focus, for that one.
You want to explain what's happening here?
Yeah, so when you finish a level as a character that isn't the character you started the section with, so we use Blaze for like a microsecond there, and then we immediately switch to Silver. And then if you don't hit a checkpoint afterwards, you get to just play on the results screen.
And it allows us to collect that 1-up without losing any time, which is very nice.
Yeah, we were at 4 lives, now we are at 5. Now we have the bosses. The bosses are generally all the same. You throw objects at a target, and then you win. For Iblis, it's noted that these little rocks can explode on each other, and so we're trying to get an early cycle here. That's fine.
Oh, I dropped one there. This...
No, that's 4. That's fine.
Yeah, that's 4. Should be fine.
Yeah, so...
But this boss is very scary in that if you don't hit the right cycle, which I didn't, you lose like 20 seconds, so rip.
And now we had to
wait.
this fire breathing attack.
Yeah, if you don't kill him right there, you cry.
Blade time.
Oh my god.
And
this is why combat in Silver sucks, because your items just get hit on each other as they fly, and you lose like 7 hits worth of stuff, and you cry. Alright, can I snipe him from here?
Yeah, you can.
Let's go!
Let's go.
Alright.
Not what
Yeah,
you want
so-
to see, but the first 2 cycles are clean.
They were clean up until I had to finish it off, and they're just nope.
And sometimes the game says no. It's just the nature of the beast.
It's just the nature of this category. In Silver, you gain and lose time in increments of like 10 to 20 seconds.
It's a little ridiculous, but also just how it goes. Next, we are being chucked into the present to somewhere a lot greener. Still has rocks, so you know what we're going to do. We're going to move over to the lake with the tropical jungle mirror on it in very short order.
Ooh, a bit of stutter in there. Oh, that's not ideal. This is fine.
Yeah, the thing is about telethrow, it's a little bit of an art as well as a science. Like, if you know how the trick works, you can make basically any object orientation really work. It's not precise, but it is nuanced. Next, we're going to be... We are not exclusive to box.
Oops. Gotta reset the boxes.
Yep.
Yeah, you play nice, please?
So we're going to try and get this box tilted on this other box. This is not easy. So we can walk on the more side of the box and telethrow our way.
It's a very shallow angle, but...
Yes.
Uh-oh.
Go back up here.
And then just walk under the lasers, because Silver's a manlet.
Yeah, no. Rouge cannot walk under the same lasers with Silver can. So, the perks of being really short. Coming in clutch.
Yeah.
Next we have Lave Ocean Blaze, which we see a trick also used in Sonic Story. Blaze has a homing attack alike as well as a double jump. So we're going to use that homing attack to do something really funny. I'm not going to spoil it. Hey, there we go. That skips about 45 seconds of speedrun gameplay. We're now about like halfway, 3/4 of the way through the level. What happened there is that loops are paths, and paths in the 360 version only are able to be homing attack. So when you lock onto a target with a homing attack, you accelerate towards that target until you hit it, which makes sense. But what if you miss it? Then you just keep going because the terrain of the loop push Blaze out of the way, and until you hit an invisible wall very far into the level.
Yeah, so if you miss it, you just speed until you hit the failsafe kill plane that's like way, way out of bounds, and you just die.
It's kind of funny to look at, but
it is very funny.
It's even funnier if you know what's happening. All right, now we're going to go into the more temperamental part of the early game. Mission 8 skip. You're supposed to talk to the mayor and save him from a bunch of Eggman robots in a combat mission, but we hate combat. This is Silver. We hate bosses, we hate fighting, and we avoid it whenever possible. So what we're gonna do...
What the hell? That was weird.
We're going to try and clip through the ceiling.
There we go.
To get around the guards in order to get into the Dusty Desert portal. It's about 2 to 3 minutes RTA on the old console. And now for this clip, I'm just gonna say the only intended thing we do is open that first door.
Please. To get this clip, I have to get this pot to be directly upside down, and when it gets on the side like this, it is very annoying. I'm just gonna restart.
Yeah, that's fair.
This stage is really hard because there are like no backups. You just have to do everything like straight away. Okay. That's fine. So we're gonna clip out of bounds here with the same method we used before. Grab this pot and go to that out of bounds platform right there.
Really convenient that they let me this here for us.
And then we're going to wait for the big wave to push this pot out of bounds so that we can telethrow to the end. Hopefully.
Yeah, no ball puzzles, no 3 minutes of Amy, just...
Okay, we're fine.
we are fine.
Oh, okay. The funny angle.
We're getting the funny angle on a marathon? No way.
Okay, I'm not dead. There are actually kill planes out here. When they made the stage, they were just like, screw it, we'll just put a box of kill planes around the stage. So if you go too high, you will die, but luckily we got a second try. That's a pretty clean second cycle time, too.
Yeah, no. Not a common orientation to use the pot in, but...
Yeah, it is fast, though.
It is very fast. Now we have our second boss of the run, Sonic. This one's kind of straightforward. Since the objects are smaller, they have a less likelihood of like actually bouncing off of each other and exploding off each other. So we can chip out his way by using the entire IKEA furniture button.
Ah, come on. There we go, he's dead.
Goodbye.
And notice here that I'm going to get an A rank. A ranks in Sonic 06 are important because they give you one less gold medal at the end of the result screen than an S rank does. And these gold medals take 5.5 seconds to pass. So if you can skip getting an S rank in less than 5.5 seconds, you save time. So we're going to be doing that wherever possible.
Yeah. Here we have a bunch of cutscenes, and then the most unexplainable trick in the game, which is the new shock bracelet skip. I don't know how this works. I have a theory. But we're supposed to get an upgrade called the shock bracelet that's able to hit all 4 of these switches coming up at once in order to clear the lasers so we can enter the port of the White Acropolis. It's actually not only slower, but slower across the rest of the run if we try to get it. Reasons you will see later.
I don't like that. Uh-oh. We're fine. There we go, that looks good. And then we're just gonna walk through the wall, hopefully. Okay, the sign is not playing nice. Please go through the lasers. This looks a little scuffed. Come on, dude. This sign is very particular. Alright. There we go. We just walk on through the wall. And there's collision out there, so we can just walk out there.
Yeah, there's an entire invisible floor all the way until the computer room.
Again, don't ask us how. We don't know.
We don't know. It's there. And we can walk through the wall, and it's very funny. We have our last blade section. Alright, guys. We only get 2 chances in the run. You're supposed to play as 3 times. So what we're going to do up here is that the spinning claw, which is that fire tornado move you just saw there, preserves her ground speed. And if you can jump and release a spinning claw on the same frame, you can preserve that ground speed into the air for a very long amount of time. So what we're going to do is we're going to run into this dash panel.
Ah, I didn't get it.
I did get it. It's fine.
So if I would have gotten it, I would have just been able to have the speed to straight up clip through this door and skip all this combat, but not frame perfect enough.
Yeah. It's about
That's not all. Hello? There's always one guy.
There's always one guy. And again, this is one of the many areas, like this is one of the most prominent areas that was improved by telethrow. Although these are pretty tight.
Ooh.
Gonna turn right here.
I didn't like that. Okay.
Nice.
That was super clean, except for the fact that I got hit.
And then we're gonna do a little bit of improvised teletubbying here.
Don't hit that guy. Okay, we're fine. That was super clean.
Whoa, 141, that's a great time.
That's a really good time. Oh my god.
That is insane. I think it's somewhere around like gold.
Without AFC too.
Yeah.
AFC at the end of section 1 saves about 10 seconds, so that would have been like a 131.
Yeah. Now for the most consistent boss in Silver. You think consistent in Havoc Physics Engine in the year 2006 would not go together, but don't worry, we sidestep Physics Engine altogether in this one.
It's true.
Don't try this at home. By at home, I mean on your 360 or PS3.
Because it doesn't work. This is an emulator-only trick. We don't know why it works, but we take those. So I'm gonna get hit, stand on this hatch, and win video games.
Yeah.
What
Don't
in
ask.
tarnation did I just see? What?
What's this
Again,
Sonic do?
don't ask.
Just don't let it happen.
We have I don't even think there's a theory out there to describe that one.
No, I don't think there is. I haven't thought about it hard enough.
Oh, and now
Anyway.
we're playing
Sorry,
as
Amy.
Amy.
Sorry, Bev is going as fast as Amy will let us go. It is just like this. I think we got time for like one donation. You will
I can't get over that. Right. Oh my. Well, funnily enough, we just got one 15 seconds ago from Pedro_Vazo4. $25, and it says sweet money, closing parentheses, or smiley face. Oh my
Let's
goodness.
go.
And now's a good time to remind you all that Speed Stuff for Trans Life 2 is benefiting Equality Texas and the Equality Texas Foundation. As the organization works in tandem to secure full equality for lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, and queer Texans through political action, education, community organizing, and collaboration, amongst so many things. Because once again, there are just many bills going across the U.S. That need to go away and that harm trans lives in particular. So your donation basically goes towards us continuing to scream trans rights.
Let's go.
Okay. Now that got Silly Pink Hedgehog mission out of the way, we never have to play as her again.
Thank God.
And this is the last time we'll be jogging in Silver as well. We're gonna get an upgrade called the Heart of Wind that lets you do a very short, very fast teleport dash, but we can make it a bit longer by pressing Stun Slap on the last frame of the dash, and you go quite a bit longer. But for as long as you hold the button.
Yeah, this is why we skipped the shock bracelet earlier, because if we held the button with shock bracelet, we just do the ground pound move and cry. But now we're able to hold it as long as we want, and this is where Silver really gets brutal, because the combo of telethrow into extended teleport dash comes into full effect. This is, again, frame perfect. You have to do it on the last frame, and if you miss it, you lose a lot of time.
Yeah, you just stop in your tracks after the teleport dash. So we're gonna use our favorite object, the shovel.
Let's go.
Nice. And yeah, that seems to be a crowd favorite, the shovel. Everyone loves the shovel.
Everyone loves the shovel.
23, that's a really good time.
It's funny because Radical Train is like really, really boring from a runner perspective because it's just telethrow and off. Oh, God damn it, do I hit the ETD or not?
Yeah.
But it's a crowd favorite, so we love
It's
it.
a crowd favorite. It's a funny shovel. It's the Sonic Riders DLC we never got and we never really asked for, but we have.
We got it anyway.
Speaking of not asking for anything, Shadow. Remember how I said the objects in Sonic's fight were small and very easy to deal with? Because
These
there
are
were
not.
a lot of them? There are not a lot of these larger objects. Good second, actually. So once he reaches half health, he's going to jump up and like turn red for some reason.
So we have extra time to get more barrels.
We have a requested chat to show the funny cutscene.
Of course.
Yeah.
It's a staple.
It is a staple.
Everyone who has not played 06 before, this is a very important piece of lore. 47, that's actually a pretty good shadow. Many things that can go wrong there is the barrels can, instead of hitting him, they will carry him across the arena and make it so that you lose like 7 hits worth of stuff.
Or just carry him across the train so he can never hit you again. You
Yeah,
can never hit him again.
it's
really
great.
funny. He doesn't think to jump over the train.
Nope. That would require more money.
All right.
Nope.
Chaos control.
There you go. Then you black out and wake up in aquatic base.
That's the head cannon. This is a very fun level because we go around. I think it's about like 2 minutes of gameplay and some Shadow gameplay. Sorry, Shadow.
That was very close to death, but that's fine. Yeah, that's just like 2.5 minutes of casual gameplay that we just did in 12 seconds.
Yeah, we're supposed to play a Shadow apparently. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know why we would, considering he just kicked us in the head. What an asshole.
Anyways, I'm gonna play a little bit of Super Monkey Ball. A little bit.
Yeah, there are a lot of kill planes outside of this room specifically, so we can't just clip out here.
And the ball is pretty fast, going at like mid to max speed anyways, so it's not the end of the world.
It's not terrible. We can, however, hopefully clip out here. Let's go.
Nice.
Ooh. It's a weird camera angle.
And this is one of the few bits of required enemy combat in the game. Oh, birds are nice.
Birds are nice.
Birds take a while to get activated or start to glow, but once they glow, they will dive bomb at you. Ah.
Oh, I missed one.
We're stunned.
No!
No!
I didn't grab him? What? Alright.
I don't think you have to reach for it. Anyway.
That's unfortunate.
We'll play some more Super Monkey Ball.
Thank God.
That is unfortunate.
I've never had that happen before. I swear to God I picked up a ring. Alright, hope and clip again. Ah, I'm not gonna try backing up that on the ball. I'm gonna take my time loss and leave. You just smack this switch and all of them die.
Yeah, there's these lasers. I've never seen
Very
anyone
difficult.
turn the camera for the lasers.
Very difficult
ever.
platforming challenge that only true gamers can overcome.
Yeah.
Ow.
Also, depth perception challenge unless you turn the camera.
I forgot to. Okay.
Okay.
Silver's hard.
Silver combat is even harder because your stun slap without the shock bracelet is like the size of like.
Are there any more? I don't think there are. Please die. There we go. And that's aquatic base. Did not go quite as planned, but that's okay.
Yeah, this is fun.
And now we have the most important mission in the game.
Very important. You have to protect Anna.
She knows the secret.
She knows the secret.
So we're going to do one bit of hub world movement, and we're going to see a very, very important loading screen. So we're going to load here. We're going to load a lot of important data, and we're going to immediately end it.
And then
That's
we're
that
gonna
load.
load some more.
So this mission, it's an escort mission. You're supposed to do combat, but the enemy spawns are relative. Oh shit!
Yeah.
They're relative to Silver's position. Uh oh. They're relative to Silver's position instead of Anna's position. So, oh my God, you guys, come on, guys. This was not supposed to happen. There we go. Okay, so now if there are no enemies, Anna continues walking. So we have nothing to do for the next minute and a half. So donations.
We literally have that. She just wins.
You got it, gamers.
Yeah.
We just had $20 from Sonalso come in, which just says : hyphen, I believe that is closing parentheses. I gotta read that out, you know? I gotta read out the donation.
Incredible.
But yeah, thank you so much for the $20.
Yeah.
I guess I'll add on to the funny. I don't even know like what you could call. I like I said, I still can't get over the emulator only strat. I can't.
Yeah, Genesis despawn, it's great. It's even better in Sonic Story because it saves like 50 seconds there, and console Genesis strats suck.
They're not the most fun thing in the world if you have to fight the boss as intended by depleting its health bar.
So there's also, I'm currently out of bounds, and there are just NPCs here for some reason, and this is my favorite.
Yeah, you never see any of this while going among the intended mission. Oh,
and there's the that's
Can we
the
get
mission.
a hey in chat?
Yeah. We're gonna hear a lot of that coming up because right now we
It's
have
true.
the trials, which was the secret, by the way. Not much of a secret now. You got to do the trials to get into Kingdom Valley. To, as the loading screen says, stop Dr. Advanced Plans. They're really intended for you to walk all this way to mission 15.
Yeah. It's
Which
not
is
a
the
very
trial of
pleasant jog.
friendship. Blaze somehow gets trapped in a cage. For some reason. There are alien robots. There are like demons.
The demon's just chilling in the forest.
Trying to protect the cage. Thankfully, we don't have to open the cage. Because with enough speed and a corner. Any good old corner.
Ooh, that was weird. But now we're in the cage, and now the mission's over.
Yeah. Just do a quick teleport dash into the corner with enough speed and enough geometry. You can make it.
That's just what you get with 06. You just if you have enough speed, the game just doesn't try to stop you.
So yeah, you're good.
Now we have the second most important mission.
You gotta remember the portals. Usually talk to the NPC who gives you questions about plot, but we already know the answers, so we just go through 3 correct portals.
Ooh, 2.3?
Ooh, that's spicy.
That's
Anything
a
sub 3 is
spicy
good.
time.
Anything sub 3 is good. Anything sub 2.5, you are moving.
The guy just asks you questions, and it's the same portal layout every time, so we just already know the answers in advance.
Like it's stuff like word association. Like,
Yeah.
what do you think when you say the word
Iblis Trigger.
Yeah, that's the phrase they used. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
So this is a objectless combat mission. So you don't have any boxes, you don't have any like spiky balls, you just have to use the things that the enemies throw at you. And after getting rid of those robots, these are all the ones you have left for the mission.
Yeah, this is weird because you have to kind of manipulate the enemy AI into throwing the stuff you want them to throw.
Yeah, if you're too close, you're going to get a Vulcan cannon, which is going to spread your rings, and you can't pick that up. If you get too far away. But if you get far away enough, they throw their pick-upable projectile.
That was aight. So now we've completed all 3 trials, and we are ready to go to Kingdom Valley, which is easily my favorite stage, if done well.
Yeah. There's everyone say hi to Phil. Phil get us there.
This is Phil.
Hi, Phil.
Say hi, Phil.
I think it's canon that every eagle in Kingdom Valley is actually just named Phil. They're all Phil.
Thank God, dude. Phil is the real savior of this run.
Yeah, no.
Don't blink. Oh, I didn't get it. Okay, you can blink now. But not now. Oh, never mind. I ate my own words. I don't need the 1-up. There we go.
So what we did there...
Aw,
That's fine.
unfortunate.
So what we did there is we, just like the ball in Crystal City, we stood on an object while we were lifting it from afar, but then we threw it immediately to give it a lot of speed. And then when you lift an object, you lock that speed speed's direction straight up, because that's generally how lifting works. You go upward really fast, and that's called a telelaunch. And normally you're actually supposed to fight those enemies and do a bit of combat.
But if we set this box on this pillar just right, that was not just right, please work with me. We can stand on it right here. And if you've seen Tropical Jungle, you know what happens next.
Yeah. There is a very tall invisible wall to Rev's right here, but... Ooh.
This is a really weird turn angle, so I'm gonna bail early, and... Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Didn't hit either of them, that's unfortunate.
But hey, we can still make it using the power of levitation extensions. If you're holding the X button or the stun slap button while in the air, it counts to as not being in the air, so it'll let you regenerate the gauge. And just like we did with the teleport dash, we can also frame perfectly as you let go of a levitate. You can also press stun slap to preserve all the momentum from your levitate. And then you just fight some things.
And that's Kingdom Valley. Bit of a rocky Kingdom Valley, but Sonic skip went well, so
yeah, you
can't complain.
You got over the walls. Yes, there are walls there. We just go over them.
We just go very far over them. There are also kill planes. Again, very far over.
Yeah, there's kill planes in the first section, walls in the second. And now for a quick summary of literally every single bit of speed tech you've seen in the run so far, and a difficult gauntlet to master Flamecore.
Okay, we want that box to despawn, and if it landed on those platforms, it wouldn't have despawned.
That would have been very sad. Oh, this is so shallow.
This is shallow, but it'll work.
Okay, yeah. We have to go around that invisible wall to our left. And now we're at past the lava river. Normally there's a door to our left that nobody can clip through. You can clip through almost every door in the game. You can't clip through that one, so we just go around it.
Free one up. And then we just close out the section. Section 1 is not really where the meat lies, though. Getting the telethrow can be sometimes annoying, but Section 2 is very similar to Aquatic Base. It's all indoors, so we can't really telethrow, so we have to rely on some clean ETD movement in order to get through.
Yep. So we're being the fast hedgehog in the game. Okay, it's right here.
Hopefully. Oh.
Of course, Blood Core does a lot of targeted damage boosting, and so what we're going to do is jump into the air before we get hit by this worm. That way we don't have like a animation where we fall and get back up.
Clip through this door. Damage boost again.
Weird that the lava walls aren't like damage boostable, but like the floors are.
Yeah.
If you rub it up against the wall, no harm comes out. When it turns into a floor, that's when you got problems. So we damage boost again to get up there. From the switch. You don't need the switch, but it's
safe.
Nice. You can clip to that last door. Normally you'd have to go around to the right in order to activate a bunch of switches that raise rocks that ordinarily get you to the top of that one on the right, and then you explode it.
Ah, I didn't hit it. Okay. We just do a pause buffer teleslide and get on through. That was a very clean flame core.
227, very nice. And now we have what I affectionately call the lava slot machine. You like RNG, you're gonna love this.
If you like losing 50 seconds at the end of your run, oh boy, you're in for a treat.
Ooh. The victim of many cases. This is the final boss of the run, so time's going to end on the last hit of this boss, which will be in about 2 minutes, hopefully.
Hopefully 2 minutes.
What we have to do is we have to Return to sender all these Cocoa Puffs, as they're affectionately called.
That was a good batch, but how many of them are gonna hit? Okay, we got 3, which is enough for a 220. So if I get 3 hits from luck, i.e. the batches, and don't miss any other hits, we get a 220. But if we don't hit that 3 hit mark, we get a 310. So you lose 50 seconds. 5-0 at the end of your 40-minute long run. That was a lot of hits. Okay.
Yeah, that was 5.
220 should be in the bag if I don't mess anything up.
220 is good. You're 1 off a sub 2. No, actually,
Yeah.
no.
Is this sub 2?
This might be.
Oh no, so if you get even more hits, you save 20 seconds, which is great until you have to run against a sub 2 Iblis 3 split.
Yeah, also you can just stand here and avoid these waves that are supposed to cover the entire platform.
That's great.
We got a minute left, the boss fight to go. He's gonna come a little closer to the platform so we can baseball him.
Yeah, this is just all automation. There's nothing we can do to make this faster. That doesn't do any damage, but you get to smack his head, so I like doing it.
It's very funny.
Alright. This is not sub 2.
No,
But it was very close.
Yeah,
1 off, 2 off.
Oh,
2
wow.
off a sub 2, but time is coming up. This right here, this is the God Puff.
Yeah.
And if you get a sub 2, you don't get to see it, but we get to see it. We've been blessed with the almighty God Puff.
Yep, and he does the Naruto pose, and
He does, dude.
yeah, and then he sends the biggest Cocoa Puff we've ever seen. Time ends on this hit.
And time. That was really good. Like, considering I lost a minute in Aquatic Base, I could not have asked for a better run.
No? Shoutouts. Thank you all for sitting through this wonderful magic. I guess it's not a magic carpet, right? If it's a box and rocks.
Yeah, magic box ride.
Yeah.
Oh no, I skipped the cutscene. Oh well, we get to hear this. I don't think this is copyrighted, so.
No, it's not. It's not. It's only Sonic's theme for some reason.
For some reason. So yeah, shout out to Lab for teaching me the category over like the year I've been in this community. Shout out to Nick for having record. Shout out to Aura for learning this category in 2 months. Or not 2 months, 2 weeks, which is absolutely insane. It took me a year to learn this category. And this guy is like 3 minutes off of my PB in 2 weeks.
Yeah, he's crazy.
Absolutely massive shout outs.
Oh, our President Aura.
All hell. Can we get some President Auras in the chat?
Yeah.
If any of you are Aura subs. But seeing as we've got some time, 5 minutes off of estimate, do we have time for a small glitch exhibition?
It's very small. One glitch.
At host?
Oh.
Hell yeah. So, you might have noticed that this category is called Silver Story No Credits Warp. So logically, the next question is, wait, Sonic 06 has a credits warp? And yes it does. So,
Several.
how the credits works is after you beat the final boss of a story, the game doesn't have any variable to know where to put you. So the game assumes if you don't have any story flags, you beat the game, which works 99% of the time. So one story flag is dedicated to where you are currently in the story, and the other is where you were previously. So ordinarily, this system works very well. However, okay.
By the way,
levitating
this
is hard.
right after Wave Ocean Blaze. So
Yeah, this is immediately after Wave Ocean.
So this is about like kind of like anywhere between 7 and 8 minutes into the run on console or less on emulator.
So this system works normally. However, as you might expect, if we're able to manipulate our story flags and have 2 at once, then this system suddenly seems pretty exploitable, and that is exactly what we're going to do. So I'm going to die while talking to this NPC, and what that's going to do is it's going to keep this confirmation box on the screen. So we can take this confirmation box into anything we want. A stage, another town mission, death, anything. We can take this anywhere we want. So what we're going to do is we're going to take it into another town mission. This is mission 8. This is the one we skipped in the run. So what we're going to do... Oh, that was a little late. Oh, unfortunate.
Yeah,
Alright, I messed it up, but that's fine. We can just quit back out and try it again. So what we're attempting to do is we're attempting to... Oh, that's the wrong story.
Oops.
Is we're attempting to buffer an X input by pausing, then disconnecting the controller right as we unpause while holding X. So for some reason the game treats that as, oh, you're pressing X, but it doesn't actually confirm the dialogue box. So because that mission is normally required in the story, there isn't a confirmation box for it. It just forces you straight into the mission. So that allows us to enter the mission. Okay. Screw you, Barrel.
Yeah.
That allows us to enter the mission with the confirmation box. And you'll see what we do with that very shortly. I did not expect to mess it up this much. It is worth noting, Sonic and Shadow can do this as well, but theirs involves hitting an NPC so that he gets closer to the water. But this one is just so close to the water that we can do it just straight up, which, thank God.
Yeah, Silver 90% would be a very different experience. With,
PS3.
We had to hit an NPC for 2 minutes and talk to them repeatedly just to get them into the place where we could die.
Yeah, because moving an NPC as Silver is very hard. So now I'm going to try to... Oh my god.
Just
What the hell,
still.
man?
Stand still.
No, it's not the problem. I disconnected too early. Alright, one more. We got this. I promise this is not as hard as I'm making it out to be.
Maybe I'll talk to some people in the town.
Normally on console you would do this with the Xbox home button.
Yeah, but on emulator we don't have that, so we have to purposefully disconnect our controller in order to get this to work. I tried, dude. I keep trying.
That is the 90% strat. You can tell for all these girls from where you are to where we're going. It does save a couple seconds. Also shaves a couple of years off your life. But
True.
that's irrelevant.
Running this game just shaves years off of your life. Ooh, yeah.
Exhibit A.
Alright, there we go. Alright, I will not mess it up this time. And by the way, I'm holding X this entire time. If you let go of X at all, you die. Like, you do not get to do the credits orb.
We're pressing X for exactly 1 frame between the frame. The menu unpauses.
There we go, that looks good.
And repauses because you disconnect the controller.
There we go. So now we are in mission 8, but we don't want to do mission 8, so we're going to hit yes. Now we're in mission 6, I believe 6. But we don't want to do that either. So we're going to quit out. And now, since Soliana Forest is no longer loaded in the game's memory, we're going to fall for a long time. For about 25 seconds. And after we die, we have both of the missions into our story flags. And by clearing a mission, you clear it from your... By either clearing or failing a mission, you remove it from your story flags. So after we die... Now... What do you know? I just beat Silver Story.
That's crazy.
That, ladies and gentlemen, is Sonic 06.
Yep. It's purest form.
In its purest form, yeah. It's Silver the Hedgehog's game and everyone else is just living in it.
Yep.
But with that, I don't have anything else to say or show off.
Yeah.
So take it away.
Thank you for having me.
That was a good showcase and a good run of Sonic 06. Yeah, like I said, it is a game. So, I don't think I've ever done this kind of send up before, but the next run happens to be Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, wait for it, 150cc no items by some dude named Peas. I wonder who that could be. I just wonder who in the world could be playing the funny Mario racing game on the Nintendo Switch. And the host for that run will be ready very, very soon. So, of course, thank y'all so much for having me as host, but I'm not going away just yet. I'll be back. Basically, I'm playing some Mario Kart for you. So, go get some water. Go do whatever. Take care of yourselves, and I'll be right back.